Lauren Harper, an event specialist with Jay's Catering. We're here at the Loft on Pine in Long Beach to sit down with Sussanna Davidson of French Buckets. Let's go talk about some flowers. So tell me a little about yourself.
Okay, I got into the business about 15 years ago, and it was by accident. I had an art degree, and I just got out of school, and my friend said she had a flower shop, and she goes, let's go into business together. So she goes, you can be creative. So I thought I would have time to paint and do flowers kind of on the side, and before I knew it, within 2 years, we had 2 businesses. One was in LA County, and then I had one open in Fashion Island, and it just kind of took off without me really knowing what was happening, you know? And then I've just been in it ever since.
So when a bride comes to meet with you, what kind of items can she bring to help you get a better idea of what she's looking for?
The Pinterest page is awesome. I can tell the style that she wants, the elements that she wants to incorporate, the kind of color combinations. I can get a really good feel with that. Sometimes I think they're all over the place, but I could see the lines that go through that are consistent and kind of pick stuff from that.
Okay. And what major trends are you seeing with the brides right now out of their pages and ideas that they're coming in with?
I still see a lot of peach and like really soft colors, but that has been so done that we're starting to, like the industry's starting to dabble into the bohemian and kind of craft. But if you planned your wedding now and you're looking at all this bohemian stuff, a year from now, it's gonna be saturated. So you really wanna look at something that's going to make it a little bit different, evolve it a little bit more, add like some kind of crystal or something to make it a little bit of a higher level, because it's evolving. So by the time you're wedding, it's kind of old news, so you kind of have to be a step ahead.
And what resources can brides use to find those next trends and how to stay ahead?
Fashion, Vogue, all the fashion magazines. You can actually on Pinterest, you can follow Vogue, you can follow LA, that kind of tells you where you're heading and the colors and that kind of thing.
That is a great way to stay ahead of the curve. What other ways do you kind of keep yourself on the forefront of your industry and keep French Buckets fresh and interesting?
One thing that I think that I do that I think maybe some people should do is to stop looking within the industry. So sometimes I'll back away from like shows that are happening, bridal shows, because I think if you're true to your art and true to being in your own space, I think it'll evolve, and we're the ones that make the trends. So we're the ones that come up with the ideas, not necessarily following somebody. So if I really stay true to myself and pay attention and be in the moment, it kind of evolves itself.
And what about bridal bouquets? What excites you about bridal bouquets?
Bridal bouquets, I love to make them wild. I know a lot of brides like kind of structured, but I love to make them wild and look like you went through a field and you gathered them up and they naturally look like this, and you put a bow on it, and that's the style I like.
How important are flowers when you're creating a tabletop?
If we're doing a table for a bride, I really want like the whole atmosphere to really represent them as a couple. If I'm designing a tabletop for my own, like for a shoot or something like that, I really use personal pieces. So something that inspires me, like it could start from the table runner color, and I can see a great table runner and say, I'm gonna build a whole tabletop just off of this inspiration. Or it could be paper goods. They got so many beautiful papers and textures and colors, so I can go off of a menu card that was beautifully done, or save the date and say, I can design a whole table from this.
And how much do the seasons play into the feel of the wedding or the event?
Well, now you can kind of get the feel all year round because of the greenhouses. We can import flowers and stuff like that. But I feel like if you're doing a spring wedding or a fall wedding, to bring in some of the elements of warm or, you know, cool spring, I think it celebrates more of the time you're being married. So I think that's better to bring in those elements, yeah.
Okay, and you did just touch on it, but what are the big no-nos and do-not-dos that you can advise to our brides?
I think one of the things is to not get too matchy-matchy, because it becomes too much. It's flowers. These are flowers, and we're gonna make them beautiful. Relax. Be in the day. It goes by so fast. And just to really, and it's really important in the beginning, that trust issue. Once you hire your vendors and you learn to trust them, to let it go. Let them do their job and enjoy yourself. So that would be the two big ones.
All right, Sussanna, well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your expertise. We really appreciate it. For everybody out there, please visit Sussanna at French Buckets and listen to her expertise.
Thank you.